if you have the desire to learn, and you're involved in the academic side of things and wanting to study at university, I very much firmly believe you need to follow your passion. Choose a topic if you're thinking about doing a master's or a PhD to further your studies. Then choose a topic you're passionate about, because when the going gets tough, that's what keeps you going, and that's how you get through. As I'm not the most super bright person in the world, but I'm quite dogged and determined that I want to finish something. And believe me, the doing your PhD research is very much a roller coaster ride of ups and downs and solving problems along the way, and it's a very much a trial by fire, and having that inner passion of believing in what you're doing and believing it will benefit people at the end is a huge advantage. Yeah. So follow your passion, absolutely. If you want to achieve something, just feel the fear and do it anyway. I went through Waikato University and did Bachelor of Science Technology, majoring in biology and biotechnology. And then my master's, I was looking at natural products processing. So I was looking at, was there any seasonal variation in kawa essential oil production? So the volatiles that you might find in kawa leaves. So if you're making a tea from it, or if you're making a plant extract from it, are there differences in the levels of the extractable chemicals in the kawa? And then I moved on and worked in the process engineering side of things, where I was looking at the polymer chemistry and how can we tie that to the kinds of chemicals that we'd like to move through a membrane. Part of my own journey involved, I did a rongoa Māori course, and I really enjoyed it, learning about how our ancestors used plants medicinally, just from what they had available around them. That was really fascinating. I really enjoyed that, that's for sure. And that was like an extension of my interest in plant extracts. Most of my day job doesn't really involve a huge amount of research, but in terms of my own personal interests, I'm exploring the nutritional side of things in terms of processing and growing things. Like I am quite interested in spirulina and how we can produce that in our own homes, and the nutrients that need to go into that ecosystem, if you like, that you're creating, and how that would affect the person that's eventually eating it, and the kinds of things that we're deficient in New Zealand soils in terms of magnesium and zinc and selenium, and how bioavailable they are, and if you're putting those kinds of minerals into your the matrix of your growing, that you're growing your spirulina, and putting it in a form that's safe to eat and bioavailable when you actually eat the finished product. Yeah. So I'm still interested in the whole biological systems and using them to produce things, and so this is just a small scale project that I'm working on at the moment. I wanted to give something back to my whānau. We are a very large whānau, we don't all know each other, so this is a way of making my skills accessible to other people if they are needing a little bit of help, or if they want some bright ideas, or just want to have someone that's a sounding board.